Hello, everyone. I didn't think I was going to go live today, but alas, here I am. I don't know how long. I won't go long today. I got stuff to do. But welcome to the live YouTube and TikTok. Life is about to get real interesting for all of everyone. I wonder why. But I will say that the holidays are coming up. The holidays are coming up, and envy creeps in, especially on the holidays. There's a lot of envy going on here, but first and foremost, how is everybody's energy going today? How is your energy today? Hmm? Don't know? Nobody has any energy today, huh? You just want to hear me yap. Well, I will tell you that um, envy is plaguing a lot of people. Envy is destroying a lot of people and a lot of people's spiritual gifts, too. Good. Somebody said positive. Coco. Coca. Hmm. Positive energy. You know, I always um, detest people uh, who just throw word salads out. Now that I'm older and I understand the power of words, I detest that. What's up, everyone? Good. I'm good. You're cool. Hey there, London. So, they say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That definitely is not biblical, but definitely words can destroy lots of different things. May not hurt you. The word itself doesn't hurt you because words are not knives or bullets or fists. But words can get you into a good business deal, and words can get you into homelessness, but they won't hurt you. I don't know um, uh, who came up with that, but I'm certain that it's not biblical. Excuse me. Emotional control is something many people think that they understand, but they simply do not. Many people think, number one, emotions are not real. Emotions are not real. They are not a reality. I understand uh, people think that emotions are real because they feel them, but prove it. Prove the emotion that you are detecting is real. Evidence. Give me the evidence that the emotion, the happiness, the sadness, the sorrow, prove it to me that that emotion is real. Envy is not an emotion. Of course it's not. Envy is not an emotion. Envy is intuition. There's many types of intuition. And what is intuition? Thank you for the gift. But what is intuition? Does anybody know? Anybody know? I don't know. I don't know if anybody truly understands what intuition is and what's the difference between intuition and emotions. And thank you guys for being here on TikTok and YouTube. I go live every Friday. I was not supposed to go live today, though. My voice is a voice. It's not emotional. Next. And I don't want you to get, I won't say that. But emotions. The word emotion, it means a social stirring, a social agitation. That's what the word emotion means. So then we can apply that word to your reality. What stirs you socially? Let's say something very obvious, like the recent elections. People are expressing emotions as a result. People are happy. People are sad. Happiness is an emotion. Happiness is not intuition. Sadness is an emotion. Sadness is not intuition. You see, these things called words, they have definitions, and these definitions, they somehow define pieces of existence and reality. Emotions. Somebody prove that emotions are real. Measure it somehow. What tool is used to measure emotions? Tool. What tool? We can detect electricity, something that is one of the fastest things that we know of, electricity. We have a tool that can detect that. And how much, how fast it's going, where it's going to. We have a tool that can detect light, the fastest thing in our existence. We have tools for that. Somebody tell me the tool that detects emotion. Anything that is real can be detected. Emotions are not real. Emotions, I'll be the first person to say it, and I'll be on this hill until I transition. Emotions are not real. Envy is not emotional. Envy is not an emotion, though. Intuition is real. There are machines that can detect brain function, yes. But emotions do not reside in the brain. Emotions are a function of the mind. The mind and the brain are two different things. That's why they are called separate things. They're not even spelt the same. Your brain is a problem solver. It's constantly solving problems. If you are sitting in a chair for too long and your legs go numb, your brain is trying to tell you there's a problem here. Let's solve it. And it'll make you uncomfortable as possibly as it can. Okay? Your brain will make you uncomfortable so that you then can solve that problem. And emotion. You can't be emotional from simply sitting. Right? So your brain is a problem solver. Your mind is a problem creator. Your mind creates problems. If your intellect is poor, if you have poor intellect, intellect is not intelligence, intellect is not knowledgeability, intellect is intellect. Intellect is your eyes, your ears, your sense of smell, your taste, your touch. Okay, this is intellect. Intellect means your cognitive facilities. Your cognition, how you perceive and are intaking all of the data from existence. And then it goes into your brain. And now you see colors. You can feel textures. This is intellect. The moment your intellect is poor and you can't feel, you can't see, you can't hear correctly, you can't smell correctly, and also your spirit is part of your intellect. And reasoning, your ability to reason, that's part of your intellect. As soon as your intellect is poor, you then invite your mind to suggest what is lacking, what you don't see in the dark. So if the lights are out and your eyeballs can't see in front of you, and you still are depending on your eyes in order to detect what's in this room with zero light, then your mind kicks in. And then that's why we are afraid of the dark, because your mind begins to suggest there's monsters underneath the bed. There's a boogeyman in the closet. Now, then the mind will, along with that suggestion, will then tell your brain, you should feel this. And then here comes the emotion. No, I'm not talking about intelligibility. There's intelligence. The word intelligent means your ability to choose. Some people are stuck with the imposter syndrome, thought paralysis. They can't choose. They don't know how to choose. They're stuck in the middle all the time. They are unintelligent people. There's a lot of people here. And intelligent people can make decisions. I want to go here instead of here. I want to sell my house. I want to do this. I want to do that. That's intelligent. Intellect, cognitive facilities. Okay, if you don't know the word, how do you know the word? Don't assume that you know the definitions or what things mean. Look it up. We have the power of 5,000 libraries in the palm of our hand. You know, people pay with their body parts in order to get into certain libraries to read scrolls and stuff. And now we can just pull it up on our phones and we still ask questions. Mind-boggling. No, fear is not taught. Fear is natural. Fear is natural. And yes, you can choose to act to your emotion. React, yes. Or not react, respond. All of your emotions are responses. No matter how fast you think it is. It's never a reaction. Emotions, you have to detect it first, and then you have to think about what you're going to do. When people say, oh, I just blacked out, that's a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. You're lying. Nobody just blacks out. Not out of emotions anyway. Maybe a thing called instinct. Instinct is part of intuition, just like envy is. And instinct is the action arm of intuition. Dogs are instinctual. Put a nice juicy T-bone steak in front of your dog and see how painful it is for them not to eat it. It's like they can't help it. Something is moving through them. It's intuition. The intuition called instinct. Now, instinct, humans have intuition. Humans have this thing called awareness. We can bounce around from instinct to another type of instinct, or not instinct, from one intuition to another intuition to another intuition. That's called awareness, okay? But when you are instinctual, you are impulsive. The word instinct means impulse. If you are instinctive, then that means you are impulsive. You have no ability to manage things. You have no ability to manage what you are doing. That's impulse, okay? Putting a steak in front of your dog or catnip in front of your cat, they act like they don't know how to stop. That's instinct. Humans also are instinctive, but we can control it. Humans, we have a different level, different access to intuition. And I'm going to get to this thing, envy, here in just a moment. Because envy is intuition. Envy is intuition. But how do you know the word if you don't know the word? And thanks everybody for being here. Thank you guys for loving me. Thank you guys here on YouTube and TikTok. It's good. Good to go. Now, the word intuition, it means spiritual perception. So now when you get that gut feeling, place a word on it. It's called intuition. And learn, absorb the information that I am telling you. Intuition means spiritual perception. When you are intuitive, you as a human are viewing God in motion or viewing the devil in motion. That's intuition. Intuition is not always a good thing. There's a thing called demonic intuition. That's envy. That is envy, okay? Up top, that's envy. If you are, intuition is spiritual perception. So when you are looking at envy, one of the deadly sins, you think, not you think, you are obeying the devil. It's demonic obedience. Envy. Envy is demonic obedience. It's not just a thought process. It's a spiritual thing. And people think that, I can just decide on not, or choose to not be envy. I'll just shut my mouth when I look at him or her or in that house, doing all this Christmassy stuff or Thanksgiving-y stuff. And, I won't communicate envy. Intuition does not require communication. When you get that gut feeling, do you ever communicate it? Sometimes you do, but most times you don't. Intuition does not require communication. Many people think that envy and jealousy are the same thing. They are not. They are cousins. They definitely are cousins. Jealousy. And here's the process, the procedural difference, how they process differently. Jealousy, you will look at somebody, and let's say you're looking at somebody on TV, and you might say, oh, they're rich. I love that. I want to be rich. I also want to be rich like them. In fact, I want to be them. I want to be in their spot. So you will do everything that you possibly can to sabotage them in their position. You'll talk mess about them. You'll gossip, and gossip is a sin. Most people will go to hell for gossip. Gossip will be the number one thing that takes people to hell. If you haven't heard it, you heard it here. Gossip is the number one thing that will take people straight to hell. It's gossip. You are inviting the demon of pride with another person to then spread curses about one person. That's gossip. You think it's so innocent. It's not innocent. That's jealousy, though. Okay, jealousy is when you want what somebody else's what somebody else has, but you also want their exact position. That's jealousy. Envy is if you see somebody on TV, just for example, and they might have a lot of money, and you say, "Oh, they somehow are in a good light. A lot of people like this person. This person is good. He's wealthy. He's handsome. He's all this stuff. I want to be like that. I don't want his exact position. I want to be like that." That's envy. That is envy. And it happens from our very childhood. Asking children, "So what do you want to be when you get older?" And there's something that happens in the child when you ask them, "What do you want to be?" as if the child is not good enough. Children came from God, and they don't understand what lack is. They don't understand what your depression is. They don't understand what your worry is. So when you ask them that, you just invited the spirit of envy into them. Now, I'm going to take a break and take some questions. What we got going on here? Somebody said, can maybe a person experience suspicion and not be envious or egocentric? Be suspicious of things that are presented to you. Always be suspicious. Okay? Always suspect or always assume that there is evil intent. And that is suspicion. But when you do that, you're not accusing the thing of being evil or being demonic. You are just you are testing what it is by the fruit, by its fruit. And its fruit are its surroundings. So, for example, you'll see somebody on a live stream like this, and if you look into the comment section of this very live stream, it's not I'm not pandering to people. Right? I'm not telling people that they are the best thing. Which that is evil. That's an evil thing to do. Like you are perfect as you are. You should be proud of everything that you do. Man, forget what everybody else says. That is an evil thing to say. It might feel good, but then in like judging this or that example by the fruit, you will see in the comment section a lot of arrogant people. Okay? Arrogance always has to support pride. Pride requires the energy of arrogant to support. So if you test the thing by its fruit, you then can make a quick, observation of, is this holy or is this evil? Is this good or is this bad? I'll take another one. Another question is, how can I awake spiritually fast? You cannot awaken spiritually fast because it's on God's time. Through your spiritual awakening, you should know that you are now being put through what is called the dark night of the soul. And that is when you are being remolded, in a sense. You are being remolded into the chosen one. Okay? You are chosen, but sometimes you need to go back into training. You need to go back into like the spiritual gym. So many people don't go to the gym in real life, and many people don't go to the gym in spirit either. So Sometimes God will force you to. So if you are entering your spiritual awakening, you then will experience a lot of training, pain. The word is pain. Spiritual training is called pain. What is pain? Pain is mental agony endured by the chosen one. That's what the word means. Okay? Pain means spiritual agony or mental agony endured by the chosen one. You need to know. No pain, no gain. If you're hurt, you're in the dirt. Hurt is not painful. Pain is not hurtful. They are two different things. Use your brain to discern the difference. If somebody is cursing you out and yelling at you, examine what they're saying, but don't get caught in the moment. Don't stay in the moment. Yeah, it might suck. They might be telling the truth about some things. Maybe you did something wrong. Maybe you did actually, be too lazy or, skip out on something. Maybe, just maybe, what they're saying is true. You can't be mad at truth. You cannot be angry at truth. Do not be angry at truth. Okay? The thing is, when people get into arguments, is people don't fall in love with what is true. People are in love with things and then try to make that thing true. You need to fall in love with what is true. That will serve you way better. That will serve you way better. Fall in love with what is true. Don't fall in love with the thing, the person, and then try to make that true. All right, continuing on. Enough with the comments, because y'all gonna try and keep going down a stupid rabbit hole. Now, there's intuition, and intuition means spiritual perception. Spiritual perception. And when you are, oh, thank you for the roses, guys. Thank you for all the taps and everything. That's much love. So, if you are sitting down, okay, if you are sitting down doing nothing, you're just sitting, not even really thinking about a specific thing. You might get something in your brain. Okay, we call that an idea. And the word idea, remember, don't assume that you understand what things know. You have the power of 5,000 libraries. 5,000 in the palm of your hand. You don't have to chop off any body parts to get information anymore. Any question you have for me, you for sure can find it yourself. For real, okay? But the word idea, it means a concept in the mind of God. The word idea, it means a concept in the mind of God. That's it. That's what it means. So, if God has a concept, and don't think that you can tell God how to be God. The being that created all of the seas, all of outer space, all of the nature, all of every single blade of grass, we get to tell him how to treat us? It's weird. It's weird to me. But so be it. Once you get an idea, you now know God is communicating to you. You now know God is communicating to you. And thoughts are not ideas. Thoughts are not your ideas. Your imagination is not your ideas. Thinking is not your ideas. In fact, your ideas are not even organically yours. Ideas come from God only. That's the truth. So, idea is a type of intuition. And then we are able to detect ideas. When we detect an idea, something miraculous happens. We begin to process that idea. What is processing ideas called? Thinking. It's called thinking. When you get something that you did not create in your mind, that's called an idea. Now, your mind is very unique. Your brain and your mind are different things, but your mind is extremely unique. Your mind, you can create different things, a combination of different things, and mesh them all together. And you can see that new thing that you created in your mind as a new image. That's called imagination. When you're putting all the things together, and for example, I want to just do a brief exercise. Can I do a brief exercise with all 58 of you guys in here? Okay, all you need to do is listen to me. That's it. So, I want you to bring the image. Remember, a picture and an image are different things. Okay, an image and a picture are different things. Bring the image in your mind up of a horse, a black horse. This black horse is standing on a lush green patch of grass. Where is this patch of grass? Well, it's in the valley. What valley? Let's say it's in the valley in New Zealand. Beautiful place, very beautiful, green all around. This majestic black horse is standing there. Now, does everybody have that image in your mind? If you have that image that I just said, type yes in the comments. If you have the image in your mind, type yes. Okay, thank you. Now, this image of the black horse in the valley of New Zealand, I want you now to imagine a gigantic red gummy bear sliding down the mountains of the valley in the background. A gigantic red gummy bear. And this gummy bear can talk. This gummy bear has a unicorn horn. That is called imagination. Okay? That is called imagination. Now, when you are in your imagination, many people think imagination is solely for children. It is not. We are using our imagination whether we like to or not, either in a productive way or in a destructive way. But in that example, in that imagination with the black horse and the gummy bear, if something in that example of the imagination popped up, if something something else like a tree popped up that you did not put there, that is an idea. That's God talking to you. That, and it's a real thing. This is, when I found this out, I was so excited. I got so excited. But that is an idea. Okay? An idea is intuition. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, please put yes in the comments. Okay, thank you. Thank you guys. Finally. Now, next, envy. Envy is intuition. It's a branch of intuition. And remember, all intuition is not good. There's intuition, there's demonic intuition, and then there is intuition that is from God. There's holy, I call it holy intuition. There's holy intuition, then there is demonic intuition. This envy is a type of demonic intuition. Envy is like you guys seen the depictions on TV back in the day when you have like the angel on your shoulder and the devil on your shoulder, and they're both talking to you and they're saying, don't do this, and then do this, no, yes, no, whatever. That in that example, the devil that might be sitting on your shoulder, the devil might be pointing at somebody saying, I like what they have. I like what they have. This, what they have, is great. They're rich, they're happy, they're smiling on TV. Envy. As soon as you say, I want that, even in your mind, even in your brain, when you accept that you are lacking what you are observing, envy creeps in. Just like that. That's envy. You are now possessed. Like a thief in the night. The devil creeps in like a thief in the night. When you see somebody on TV and they're having their Christmas party with their family, and you now compare yourself alone sitting in your house thinking, I wish my family was like that. Possessed. Envy's creeped in now. You're possessed. You just accepted your lack. God put us in the land of abundance. God put us in the land of abundance. We lack nothing. Nothing is out of our reach. But as soon as we accept as real that we lack something, oh, I want this. Oh, I want that, that Christmas family on TV. Envy got you. And envy possesses you, but then it spreads. Then it spreads inside of you, from inside of you. That's why it's a deadly sin. You don't keep envy for yourself. You aren't just possessed and you just hold on to it. What happens then? What happens after you become possessed by envy? You turn to somebody else and you try to show them how much you have. So you work for that car, or you work for your degree or something, and now you're broadcasting it. You're proud. Envy and pride go hand in hand. Okay? Envy, the demon of envy, and the demon of pride, they go hand in hand. These demons, they work as a team. But envy sometimes can mask itself. The devil is a trickster. The devil is a clown. Okay, so it's never, like when it said like a thief in the night, it's saying it's not obvious. Like the devil is not obvious. These demons are never obvious. We think because the devil is bad that we somehow as humans are more intelligent than the devil. We're not. The devil is a very powerful angel. Fallen angel, very powerful, very intelligent. Okay? We as humans ourselves cannot take on the devil. We need God for that. So, envy, motivation, envy sometimes disguises itself as motivation. Can you see that? Envy sometimes disguises itself as motivation. For example, you see Oprah on TV, very successful, appears to be in high spirits most of the time that we view her on TV. I've never met Oprah, but every single time I see her on TV, she's in, hey, happy, smiling, bubbly. She appears happy. You're like, She only tells us about the charities that she's giving to. Oprah's not perfect. Of course she's not. But there's something unique about envy. It masks itself as motivation. You then will tell yourself, I need to work hard to get like Oprah. Boom, you're possessed. Just like that. Just like that. You admitted that you lack something. That God's provision is not enough. That's envy. Boom. So now you think, I just need to work harder. So envy is about a declaration of spiritual provision. At its foundation, it's about declaring who is providing for you. It's about desire. And I know you guys think what desire means, but stop thinking you know what words mean. You got to look it up. You got the library in your hand. The word desire, it means from the Father. From the Father. From the Father. What does that mean? Is God your father? Is God providing for you? Is the devil providing for you? Is the devil your father? Make no mistake about it. The devil also has children here on planet Earth. The devil has resources that he hands out. There are rich, demonic people. There are poor, demonic people. There are rich, holy people. There are poor, holy people. Okay, Kat. So, Kat said your level of intelligibility will determine how you interpret definitions. No, your translation, your clarity determines how you interpret definitions. All of your emotions attack your clarity. Emotions are here. The purpose of any emotion is to influence your clarity. Clarity on anything. What you are hearing, how you are reasoning things, what you taste, what you see. Okay, here's coffee, right? I have a cup of coffee. Well, you can't see it on TikTok. So a cup of coffee. If I'm drinking this cup of coffee for the very first time, and I aspirate it, meaning I get some into my lungs. And I was like, I'm coughing it up. My first impression of coffee might be coffee's evil. Coffee is sent straight from the devil. I don't like coffee. I'm angry at coffee. Then I would begin to teach people, don't drink coffee. Coffee, it'll make you cough. It goes straight into your lungs and not your belly. So that emotion clouded my clarity. That's a simple example, but all of your emotions are here to influence your clarity on how you focus on anything. That's it. That's the purpose of all of your emotions. Okay. And the word interpret or interpretation means translation. So how you translate data into colors, data into texture, data into words, data into reasoning is translation. I'll explain in a little bit. Now, envy, okay? Sometimes people don't understand that most of your motivations are actually envy working through you. Most of what you guys consider to be motivation is the demon of envy working through you. Like a thief in the night. The devil will creep in like a thief in the night, meaning it is not obvious. No matter how prideful we are, how much of an ego we are not more intelligent than the devil. Humans alone are not more intelligent than the devil. We need God for this battle. So, if you at all have this feeling that you want to be like somebody else, ask which father is providing for you. When you are envious, you are spitting in the face of God. That's why it's a deadly sin. You're spitting in the face that what God is providing you. It's like your human father, like your daddy, whatever your dad's name is in real life, in physical life. Let's say Ross. Okay, if Ross works very hard and, has a 1-bedroom apartment for Ross, you, and your 3 kids. And you are like, it's too cramped in here. It's too cramped in here. Oh my gosh, it's too cramped in here. We only have 1 bed. All the kids are running around. We don't have any. I want a 5-bedroom house. Why can't we have a 5-bedroom house? The provision that Ross is giving you is being spat on. That's envy. The devil's goal: to steal, to unalive you, and to destroy you. If you are envious, you are allowing the devil to direct you towards destruction. That's envy. Explain emotions, please. The word, how do you know the word if you don't know the word, okay? You can't feel words. You cannot feel words. This is a cup. A cup means something. I don't know what the word cup means, but this is a cup. I can't just, I feel this cup. This area of existence means cup. No, this thing right here is a cup. Inside of it is coffee. The coffee is not the cup. There's a distinction. Okay? This is the lid on the cup. This is the sleeve on the coffee cup. So all these things mean things. So emotion has a definition. Definitions define. Define what? Define places, pieces, and parts of existence. And many people see the very exact same thing. with our eyes. We feel the exact same thing with our hands, our skin. We taste the same thing inside. It's called coffee. So we experience a lot of the same exact things. So we call it one thing. That was a cup. Inside of the cup is coffee. Emotion. Many people agree what emotion is. The word emotion means a social stirring or a social agitation. Okay? A social stirring or a social agitation. And remember, for everybody in this live, because I don't like distractions, okay? Only a distracted person can ever distract you. Only a distracted person can only distract you. So if you are talking about something, if you are teaching something, distractions are not from God. Remember that. Distractions are only from the devil. All right. If I am the distracted person, then that means I'm possessed by a demon somehow. I am distracted sometimes. There are many times that I am distracted. And I am battling demons just like everybody, every single other human being alive. All right? So, let's talk about intuition, and then I'm going to get the heck up off of here. Okay? So, the intuition, the word intuition, it means spiritual perception. Spiritual perception. To perceive the spirit. So, that's intuition. Intuition does not mean emotion. The word emotion means social agitation. You need the idea or image of another person or the experience of at least one other person for you to conjure up the concept of an emotion. Okay? You need at least one other person to have an emotion. You cannot have an emotion alone. You can't. Even being lonely. You're lonely because you are thinking about other people. So people sometimes broadcast, they brag and boast about how defective they are. Oh, I'm bipolar. They'll laugh. Oh, I'm crazy. I have, dementia or whatever. Like they'll joke about being defective. This is insanity. Why do people joke like this about their own life? I've, from a child, thought this was a strange thing to do. Very awkward. It's awkward. The word awkward, it means backwards thinking. You're joking about your health, your mental capacity. This is insane. It's awkward. It's backwards thinking. I never joke about me being defective. Yes, I'm balding, so I shave my head. I don't joke about it. I never joke about it. It's something that is happening. If you are experiencing a defect, don't joke about it. There's nothing to joke about. Like, people don't take their life seriously. This is the only time you are going to experience physical existence. This thing called life. It's written already. Life. Life. This is it. And you're joking about your health? This is why I say the devil or God never jokes. God is not in the business of fun. Fun. To be fun. To have fun. Fun means fool. To have fun, it means to be foolish. Go to a circus and you will see a bunch of clowns having fun. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Clowns are supposed to have fun. When you go to a circus, you're supposed to have fun there. Be foolish. Okay? Honk their noses and, throw a pie in their face, whatever you want to do. That's fun. Be foolish. Get dizzy on the carnival rides. That's fun. No, life is not about having fun. You've been tricked. You have for sure been tricked. If you accept that as real, the moment you don't have fun, you're cursing God. You're cursing God for the provisions that you have. And then you accept the devil. People think that there's a middle ground. There's no middle ground here. Enjoyment and fun are two different things. Enjoy and fun are two different things. Don't lazy think. Do not lazy think. If you are lazy thinking, you will for sure be taken advantage of by the devil. The devil wants you to lazy think. The devil actually has a lesser demon that controls you being comfortable in the area of laziness. It's called sloth. Sloth, another one of those deadly sins, will get you to not think all the way through, to not go to the gym, to not start that business. Sloth gets you to be obsessed with being comfortable. So then you think, if I'm not comfortable, something's wrong. If I'm not comfortable, then something is off. I need to be comfortable. So then you don't take definitions as real, as true. I mean, you don't take like you don't want to research what words mean, and you just mix and mingle words and are confused by like how you are manifesting your life. Like, for example, this is a very simple one I see with all my clients that I'm coaching right now. In the beginning, when I start coaching people, they say, I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. Whenever you have the word I in the front of a sentence, carefully place the next and the rest of the last part of that sentence. Because when you say I am happy, that means you are granting happiness as your leader. That's how serious this is. When you say, I want to be happy, that means you are proclaiming that you lack happiness. And what you understand that you lack, you get more of that. You get more of the lack. You get more of that. But the word happy Does anybody know what the word happy means? Put it down in the comment section quickly, quickly. If you know what the word happy means, put it down in the comment section. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Okay, no one's writing. So the word happy, it means luck. There you go. Soul Harmony knows. Thank you. It means lucky. Very simple example. You may not have known what happy means, but luck, let's take the example, the process of luck. Luck is about winning. It's about winning something. Maybe somebody gifted you $5 or a free lunch, or maybe you you won the lottery. You're a millionaire now. That's luck. That's luck. Thus, the emotion of happy. So, happiness is about being lucky, getting those random, seldom wins. When you want to be happy, you are going to be miserable for the majority of that process. Who wins the lottery consistently? Who wins or who gets lunch, breakfast, and dinner free consistently every single day of every moment? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Even if you're a very pretty woman, it does not happen. So if you invite happiness in, you will be miserable for the majority of your experience here. Happiness is not a good emotion. It's pleasing. It feels pleasing. It's pleasant when you win, but you don't win all the time. So when people say out of their mouth, I want to be happy, you're just putting a curse on your life. You're cursing yourself. And we say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. The words that you say not only impact the trajectory of your life, but it also helps. It helps God and it helps the devil provide more for you. If you want happiness, the devil has no issue providing resources to his children. God will provide resources to his children as well. Okay, so there's sheep and then there's goats. There's sheep and then there's goats. Okay, people say don't be a sheep. Well, hold on. Don't pastors guide the sheep? You know, people of God are supposed to guide and protect the sheep. They don't protect goats, do they? Actually, isn't the devil depicted as a goat? Aren't there depictions of demons as like being goats? So you want to be the goat, huh? God has children and so does the devil. Your words may not physically hurt somebody, but they definitely impact the trajectory of your life. We call that manifestation, or we call that karma. I don't understand why people don't understand that your words are not just to be thrown out. Hush before you speak, especially about yourself. Don't say a word if you don't understand how it's going to play out. Instead of happiness, speak joy on your life. Joy. Joy is intuition. Joy is the highest form of prayer. There are 7 levels of prayer. Joy is the highest form of prayer. You only experience God's provision in joy. Thus the word enjoy. Enjoy. Enjoy that coffee. Huh. The word enjoy, it means to be inside of joy. Enjoy. It's a compound word. Now, the word joy, it means the source of happiness. Literally, the word joy, it means the source of happiness. Why get a piece of the pie when you can have the pie? God put us in the land of abundance. You can have it all. Speak it. When people get, so I'm reading a comment, okay? Everything is not enjoyable, but I find joy more often than not. People have issues finding God everywhere. There's a description of God, omnipresent. Many descriptions. But one of them is omnipresent, everywhere at the same time. When I figure that out, mind blown. I get excited when I learn new words. I really do. Like, knowing and learning are two, knowing, understanding, and learning different things. Okay, but learning, when I learned God is actually everywhere, I cried. I was crying like a baby. Because, as a kid, I was curious. Where is God? Where is God? Where is this God? I can't see him. And then I would ask the people, in this evil thing called church. I asked these people, where is God? And they just pointed in my heart. My heart? And then I start thinking, well, why isn't he in your heart? I was like, I thought he was everywhere. Then the confusion set in. False teachers. The word life, it means spiritual impartation, spiritual existence imparted by God. Spiritual existence imparted by God. That's literally what life means. If that doesn't make you excited, I don't understand. Like, I can't get more direct. Life is a gift. That's where the phrase comes from. Life is a gift. It's because life is existence spiritually imparted by God. That's literally what the word life means. Spiritual existence imparted by God. If it exists, it's a spiritual projection given to us only by God. Provisions are all around us. And we think that we want to be like Oprah because she's happy, she's smiling, and she's a billionaire. And then we let envy come in, thinking that we aren't enough, that we don't have enough, that our house is not enough. So then God backs up. You are no longer in joy. You then are no longer in the middle of joy. Okay? You can no longer be enjoyable. If you are not in the middle of joy, you are not enjoying your time, then that means you yourself cannot be enjoyed. You are not enjoyable. You're miserable. Anything outside of joy is misery. Everything. Every single thing outside of joy is misery. And don't think that joy always exists with a smile on your face. Joy is far, joy, joy is intuition. It's holy intuition. But the action arm of intuition is instinct. So joy in action can only be acted out through the action arm of instinct. But part of instinct is creativity. Did I say that too fast? Part of instinct is creativity. So the action arm of intuition is instinct. Part of instinct is creativity. So joy intuition is not a one siloed thing. It merges all of everywhere. It goes every different way. Okay, it connects to a lot of different things. It's not three-dimensional, is what I'm trying to say. So, I'm going to say this. Okay, joy being acted out, you must act out joy creatively through instinct. You must act out joy instinctively. And you might cry when you are being possessed by joy. You might frown when you are being possessed by joy. That's why intuition cannot be detected by your eyeballs. Your eyes will trick you. Your eyes will trick you because you will see somebody crying and think that they are sad or full of worry. Like, see, I'm frowning right now, but I'm not worried. There's no worry here. I have zero worry. Worry is intuition. Okay? We need discernment here. And this is why, I've been teaching these people, coaching these people through a lot of their life's issues. Them as an empath, them as a healer, the chosen ones, as an evangelist, as a teacher, the person with charisma. Actually, charisma, believe it or not, is a spiritual gift. Charisma means the spiritual gift of leadership. Didn't know that, did you? Charisma literally means, not figuratively, literally, the spiritual gift of leadership. Leadership is a gift from God. It's true. Not everybody is meant to be a leader. Just like not everybody is meant to be a healer. Sometimes you need to be the disciple. Sometimes you need to hush your mouth and receive the lesson. Anyway, hello from Australia. Ugh. I will get on here every Friday around this time. Every single Friday. And I want you guys to come back here, listen, gain the lessons that flow through me. We did speak about envy. Okay, we did speak about envy. You guys, you know, life has always been about you. Okay? Life has always been about you. When somebody who I'm coaching has a breakthrough, I always say it's been about you. And then when I say that online right now, people are like, it's been about me. It's not about me. I'm supposed to give. No, you're supposed to serve. You're not supposed to give. You're supposed to serve. You're supposed to serve people and please God. Serve people and please God. That's just the truth. But why is life all about you? Why is that? Or how do I know? Well, life is all about you because everything that is existing around you, the colors are dancing. They're begging for your attention. The the softness of your shirt is begging for your attention. If you get hungry, your stomach is begging for your attention. If an ice cube is on your foot, the sensation, the coolness is begging for your attention. Everything is just waiting for you to pay attention to it. Everything, every single thing around you. The flowers dancing in the wind. As soon as you pass by, it dances more. Everything is about you. You have to pay attention. Now, attention is the most valuable spiritual asset. It's the most. What you pay attention to, you get. That's why they have the phrase, pay attention. Payment. A payment is required in the bargaining thing called attention. Attention is like a bargaining. It's a spiritual negotiation. People think it's just you looking. No, it's more than just a look. It's more than a glance. It's more than observation or a vision. Attention, it's spiritual negotiations. It's what are you going to get? What do you want? It's the spiritual market. You're at the spiritual market and you now are paying attention. If you want destruction, go ahead, worry over your rent. Okay? If you want more loneliness, go ahead, pay attention to how people don't want to be around you. If you want more wealth, pay attention to how much value you're providing and serving people. Your attention requires payment. It's spiritual negotiation. Is this making sense? If this is making sense, put yes in the comment section. Please, I need feedback. Because you're not going to get this in your church. I promise you. You're not going to get this anywhere, in any church. These people in the churches, they care about them. They care about them. You don't see no live goal up here. I'm not even asking you to tap anymore. Not once on this live have I asked you to tap or give gifts. Not once. This is about you, for you. And then guess what? In return, if you found this valuable, you will give cheerfully. They say give with a cheerful heart. Why do they say that? Because they say, and that's not in order. It's not the order. Giving with a cheerful heart means it's like an after statement. Like, you will give if you find value. That's it. Like, you will give if you find value. And there's a difference between value and worth. Okay, worth is earthly monetary things. Okay, how many seashells for this cell phone, or how many reams of paper for this this cell phone, or how many dollar bills or pesos for this cell phone? Okay, that's worth. But value, the word value, it means intrinsic worth. This is worth given from God, like worth that can only come from Spirit, God. So value, if you give value, God will then give you resources. It might come in money. It might not come in money. It might come in a house. It might come with people. It might come with love. But life has always been about you. It's always been about you. Your attention requires payment. Pay attention. You don't think that paying attention requires effort? It does. What type of effort? Creativity. What you pay attention to requires creativity. Your cup of creativity, your meter of creativity, when you're paying attention to this, me yapping right now, your gauge, it's going down slowly. It's slowly going down because you have to think. Thinking requires energy. If you work in an office, you know. If you ever been in school, you know, right? You're writing, you're typing, you're just thinking. But after that essay, after that brief at work, after your meeting, you're exhausted. Why? Just from thinking? Yes, it requires the energy of creativity. Attention requires creativity. Payment. Pay attention. All right, guys. Let me look at the comments. What's going on? Oh, thanks. Thank you guys for the gifts, man. Y'all are great. All right. Now, I see a lot of yeses. Okay. Oh, that's when I asked the question. Somebody said some churches are even brainwashed. So, yeah, God doesn't even exist in the church. God is not in the church. God is not in the church. No church. There's no church that God is in. Talking about a building fund. What? A building fund? With social media? You need a church when you have social media? Look, I have 97 people in my church right now. Get up and walk out or come on in. You need a building fund? A plane fund? A vacation fund? These people are lying to you. These people are lying to you. And then these people, demons, get you guys to hate God because of the destruction that they paint. It really boils me how church destroys people. Anyway, I'm glad to see my calendar is filling up. I put out the opening for a free 30-minute Zoom call, one-on-one with people. And my calendar is filling up. I love it. I love it. If you want a Zoom call, if you want a 30-minute free one-on-one, me diving into you, number one, you better have thick skin because I'm coming at you. Okay. Number two, be ready, okay? Because after dealing with a teacher, your life never will be the same again. Only a teacher can inspire. Inspiration. There are a few people on the live that have experienced me before, and are currently experiencing me. I have a question to you. Has your life been the same after dealing with me? Dealing, I don't know if I like that word, but have you significantly shifted? Awake. Good, very good. Yes, April is one of the persons in my coaching program. Very good, very good. Very good. Now, please, like, if you want the Zoom call, just email me or DM me like after this, or right now. Just go email me or DM me and say Zoom call, and then I'll send you a link and you go on my calendar and you set the schedule. You find out what works best for you. But I love this. Oh, my email is in my bio. My email is in my bio. I'll be on for like 10 more minutes, so you can go on my bio if you want to go click on the email, whatever. Or you can just DM me, okay? But just know that I am gifted gifted with teaching. I'm a teacher. What's a teacher? A teacher is what Jesus is. I'm not Jesus. I am not Jesus. The Buddha, okay? Teachers are where prophets are, mystics, mediums, okay? These people. And not tarot card readers. They're not in the realm of teaching. They are liars. But teachers require disciples. Okay? Teachers require disciples. Students requires educators. I am not an educator. The people in your high schools, your colleges, your universities, your elementary schools, middle schools, these are educators. They give you information. Information does not transform. Information is good. If you want to be a bridge builder, an architect, a construction worker, you need very critical information. Learn or gain that knowledge. Eat it up, please. We need our roads good, okay? But educators, April, the love is here. I've missed you. Please send me a text. Now, an educator is definitely necessary. It's needed. We all need education. I need education. You need education. Education is not bad. It's not bad. But education only can ever end up as knowledge. It does not end up as awareness. It does not end up in transformation. Because you can read words. Like, you can hear what I'm saying, but not know what I'm saying. That's the difference. Okay? And even if I say 1 + 1 is 2, you know what I'm saying, but like a teacher, okay, what's the difference? Let me just say this. I apologize. I'm yapping. Okay, a teacher can transfer an experience prior to you having the experience. That is what is called a lesson. When you receive the experience and understand an experience. Oh, Kyle slapped me. He's it looks like he's gonna slap me again. Smack, and I slap you again. You didn't learn your lesson. The lesson was not received. You gained the information and knowledge. You knew what was going to happen. You didn't move your face. But now, if for some reason I am like God moves through me in a certain way and I just talk to you, I'm like, something about my voice. It's something about my voice. It can transfer the experience. So when you see me ream back and you think I'm gonna slap you, or you think I'm gonna slap you, you're two steps ahead of me. That's the gift of teaching. That is the gift of the teacher. But I'm about to sign off, guys. But I love your growth. I love that you are now curious about your life. I love that you are suspicious about things being presented to you. You don't have to rush. Oh, last thing about emotions. Sorry, that tickled me. So, all of your emotions, okay? All of your emotions have a purpose. Okay, the purpose of your emotions are to get you to mistranslate reality. They attack your clarity. They attack your clarity. Emotions attack your clarity. But there's another purpose for emotions. Oh, man. Emotions also get you to rush. Every single emotion wants you to rush things, anything. So let's say you have the emotion of loneliness. You're lonely. Oh, nobody wants me. Let me hurry up and be in my room all night. Let me hurry up and look at my phone for hours. Lonely. Loneliness, every single emotion, it gets you to rush. It's trying to get you to rush. People in the comment section put rush. I want you guys to feel this. Emotions get me to rush. Every emotion gets you to rush. Happiness gets you to rush. If you are happy, you then want to rush to Disneyland. You want to rush to the carnival. You want to rush to the club. You want to rush into sex. You want to rush into things. Rushing is is another purpose of all of your emotions. God never will rush you. God will never rush you. Why? Because God is outside of the concept of time. God designed time. Do you understand that? God created time. I can't fathom what that even means. But God created it. God created time. That means God is outside of time. To me, that's extremely intriguing. God does not get you to rush, but when you rush things, you become dumb. And I mean that very literally. You become dumb. What does the word dumb mean? It means without intellect. The word dumb, it means without intellect. That means you are lacking somewhere in your intellect. Dumb has nothing to do with knowledgeability. Knowledgeability, it's your ability to retain information. Okay? Your ability to retain information. That's knowledgeability. Intellect, it deals with, are you interpreting colors correctly? Are you hearing the birds correctly, the sounds correctly? Can you taste sour correctly? Can you feel the texture of rocks correctly? Or can you feel heat or pressure? Okay? Are you able to detect intuition correctly? That's intellect. When you rushing gets you to overlook intellect or your reasoning. Reason is part of your intellect. How you reason. What's the reason for this? Okay? So, for example, and legit, reason or reasoning is part of your intellect. How you paint your world. So when you rush, when you're going, like rushing to look at your phone for hours, and somebody says, why are you on your phone for this long? And you say, I don't know. I have no reason. Your intellect is gone. You rushed into that. You're now dumb. The word dumb means without intellect. Your emotions get you to rush into things, and that rushing removes part of your intellect called reasoning. Does that make sense, everybody? There's no need to rush. Patience is key. Somebody said patience is key. So patience is key, but patience is not or has nothing to do with waiting. Waiting is on the other end of your expectations. You expect to get paid if you work, so you wait for your paycheck. You don't have to be patient for your paycheck. You just wait for it. You wait for your paycheck. Waiting is on the other end of your expectations. So if you have any expectation, look at where you are waiting. If you expect to be a billionaire, are you waiting for your big break? What are you waiting for? Patience is not waiting. Patience. Remember these words. How do you know the word if you don't know the word? How do you know the word if you don't know the word? Ask yourself, you need to be suspicious of everything that's presented to you. What is patience? Patience is a virtue, yes, but patience is a virtue because it's delivered by the angel called virtue. There are many different types of angels, just like there are many different types of demons, like envy, I can't think, sloth, and there are rulers of, or there is a ruler of demons. Like there's a ruler of sloth. I don't remember the name of that demon. There's greed, and like there's a ruler of greed. There's a demon, a name of a specific demon that rules over greed, over envy, over pride, over lust, right? So all these demons are different, okay? There are angels as well. There's never a one-sided sandwich. Never a one-sided piece of paper. There are different types of angels. Virtue is an angel. It is an angel that delivers God's grace. That's the purpose of virtue. God's grace, inside of grace, the word grace, it means God's unmerited love and favor. Virtue is designed by God to give grace, to distribute grace. Here, you want some grace? Here, take this, take this, take this, take this. That's virtue. So patience is not waiting. The word patience means your willingness to bear adversity, to calmly endure misfortune. That's patience. To calmly endure misfortune. Grace is not tolerance either. Tolerance means something completely different. Patience is not tolerance. So patience is not tolerance. Okay, patience means your willingness to bear adversity. So when you are being corrected and you experience embarrassment, you might think, oh, Kyle's trying to embarrass me. He's saying my skirt's too small. Am I evil for that? Is that an evil thing for me to say? No, the embarrassment is a type of pain. I'm blocking something. I'm blocking something. Thus, the word embarrassment actually means to block. But when like that embarrassment, if you can live with that embarrassment, if you can sit in that embarrassment, then the angel of virtue is around you. You are surrounded by virtue. Thus, patience. Patience is not waiting. You see how life unfolds when you just understand certain things. Like just learning the words. Learning the words, man, your life, it's like clairvoyance. It's clear now. Okay? Now, again, last time, I'm literally about to sign off now. I have, oh, my light turned off. I have the free Zoom call. Okay, the free Zoom call, 30 minutes. If you want to get on, jump on a call, DM me or email me and say Zoom call, please, or Zoom, baby, Zoom, whatever. And then I'll send you the link and you set the schedule. You pick out which is best for you. Then, on the other hand, if you don't want to get on a Zoom call and you want to jump right into one-on-one coaching, it's not free. Of course it's not free. My time ain't free, baby. But you just email me and say, hey, I'm interested in coaching. If you want to learn more about your spiritual gift, empath, healer, teacher, evangelist, charisma of the leader, hit me up. Coaching, please. If you want to learn more without coaching, because coaching costs money, if that's too much or you don't have the time, I'm developing an online course for empaths, the overwhelmed empath. And I love empaths. Empaths are probably the most that I'm working with right now, only because they're the most that are coming forward. Maybe it's empath season, but it is what it is. But then next, if the course don't work for you, if you want something sooner and less money than the coaching, that's fine. You can go and download my ebooks. I have several ebooks in the link in this bio. Whether you're watching from YouTube or TikTok. And the link in this bio, click it. There's many ebooks there. So if you don't want to pay any money or less money, that's fine. I have breathing techniques for you. They're $2.50. Download them. Okay. If you don't want to pay any money, I have free goodies. Okay, a 30-day checklist, like doing one thing every day to center you as an empath. Okay, and if you don't want to download anything, that's fine. I have free content here on TikTok and on YouTube. Okay. I hope y'all found value in this. If not, I'll see you next